How can, if spirit never rebels against itself, it's always in harmony with itself, never does bad, it's oneness. How can it be that, but at the same time, bad things happen? I mean, it's obvious that bad things happen. Because the answer is straightforward as possible can be, because mankind are the creators of their own world. It comes right back to Adam and Eve. Eve created the devil. She created the image of someone out there that caused her to make a mistake or do something because they were out to get her, or whatever exactly a person interprets from the story. Okay, but we know that the interpretation that's most prevalent and that is based behind this issue is believing that a spirit creature, a fallen angel. In fact, the other day, a woman, a sister, told me that there was a fallen angel, that's what she believed happened. Okay, well, the question is that possible? Could there possibly be a fallen angel? Okay, well, if there is one, it's because Eve created a fallen angel. She created the creature in her mind. And that creature she created in her mind was fed by her imagination, her belief in it. And her belief in it was passed on to mankind to where the belief in that same devil exists today. But the belief is only based on a person's belief in the belief. Because if you don't manifest that belief in your life, that belief will not affect your life directly. It will affect your life indirectly because it is affecting these other people's lives, and you will recognize it and realize that these people are affected by this false belief. But you personally won't be affected by it in that you will be able to manifest a better life because you will recognize the oneness of the all and realizing that you don't have an enemy that you're always fighting to overcome. You just plan your life and expect it to happen because you know there's nothing for it not to happen if you plan it based on love, based on, making the world a better place, whether it's having a family with some kids and raising them the best you possibly can, or in a job that you're productive in some way, you make the world a better place, you clean it up, you enhance it or whatever. I'm hoping that this recording that I'm doing now is providing that service, helping people to recognize their consciousness better, their abilities, their ability to create the life of their desires. But you have to be clear on what your desires are, and that's what I'm trying to interpret now, or interpret and present and make understandable, whatever the proper term is. So what we're looking at then is why are all these bad things happening? They're happening because people don't know how to manifest their lives correctly. It comes down to faulty thinking more than anything else, or inconsistent thinking might even be a better way to describe it. Because, again, the saying, taking one step forward and two steps back is a very simple way of describing taking one thought forward and two thoughts back instead of steps. And that's what we're dealing with, is the situation where you have something that you want, and this is a typical how a typical person would think. I want this really bad, this particular thing. But I don't know if I deserve that thing. Have I been good enough? Is the devil gonna allow me to have it? Is he gonna fight me for it? But I know that I want this thing, and it's gonna be a good thing. It would make me a better person. Yeah, but But you sure that you really want to do that? Come on now. That's a lot of work. You sure you want to put that much effort into it? Do you get the point? One thought forward and three thoughts backwards. So it's hard to make progress. So what happens then is even if opportunities for a particular thing come up, at the moment that that opportunity comes up, instead of grabbing it and taking it and keeping it and recognizing it for what it is, fitting it into the puzzle that you're putting together in your life. One piece, I've got this piece now, I can take it. In other words, you're creating your life, or you're creating your turmoil, you're creating your chaos, you're creating your devil by the inconsistency of your thinking and the results thereof. And on a personal level, you get your devil. And then you get a devil on a family level. And then you get a devil on there's a collective consciousness that groups have, and that collective consciousness can be positive or negative. A company that doesn't have good morale, that's what we're talking about. That because people aren't treated right or whatever, or a country, or a nation. That's why it's so important to check people that are promoting hate and lies and greed, and for greed, willing to do anything. That has to be checked in the world. Now, it's not being checked now because people don't realize the significance of it. Or they do realize the significance of it and they're taking advantage of it. That's really what we're looking at. Because the people that are doing this know exactly what they're doing. And they think they're going to get away with it. They think it's going to be something that they're going to be proud of one day, and it's not. So anyway, all we can say is this, is that we as individuals have the ability to create the lives we want to create. Given the fact that we're in a world of other souls that can do the same and have the same power as us, okay? And so because we don't have the ability to use our power correctly, it's a sign that pretty much everybody in our world around us don't know how to use it correctly either. And the ones that do know how to use it on some level, or maybe a little more successful, or maybe even a lot more successful, but even their abilities are quite limited because their success probably is the result of an excess in some way. In other words, their life is imbalanced. So yeah, they're successful because they're creating, but their home life is shit. You know what I mean? So is that really what they want to be? Well, no. They want their life to be good everywhere, not just at the factory. And I could understand that personally. I could stand it in not being balanced to where my life isn't what I'd like for it to be right now on a personal level. And I'm trying to work it out in such a way that I'll be proud of it. And I'm not taking any steps backward. I'm just taking forward steps. And we'll see what the outcome's going to be. But I'm confident that it's going to be toward my maturing. And that's what's important. And we all should feel that way. What is it going to take for me to, what lesson here so I can learn it and not have to repeat it again? Hopefully I've made the point. Peace profound.